saw cats and we wondered why they had human feet and the songs didn't rhyme. They spent the whole film choosing a feline to send up in a balloon, waiting to die.
If some cats wear clothes and others don't, then aren't they just naked, chained to a boat? Some things are big while others are small. And someone please tell me, where is this thing? Yeah, get that haul.
May not believe, but we are for real. They let terrible singers sign on this movie deal.
Critters and actors and fans having a cow. No one can unsee this tragedy now.
Please stop this nonsense. We're not kidding around. The music was clawful. The visuals got me down.
Someone made people crawl on all fours and cats mixed with people. Oh, the
horrible.
And the streets of Broadway, its play was raised. On the stage, a spirit spent most of its days.
Purring out, meowing, and relaxing all cool. Twirling some yarn outside of a theater school. It was brought to live action to murder the silver screen. Everyone prayed it was only just a dream. What abomination is this movie scene? It's all too much in my head. I'll scream. Yeah, ice cream.
We hoped for hairspray or maybe rent. Instead we got cats in ugly clothes and Taylor Swift. So many wasted cameos did this film hold. The actors involved don't even want to be known. James and the Rebel told us on a TV show.
Wait!
Is that
You shall not pass.
What is this story trying to show? Spent hours of life waiting to know. At all the box offices did this movie blow? And I still want to hear Jason Derulo. Welcome to the Cinema Hood. R&R Reviews.
Nah, say, nah. Welcome back to R&R Reviews.
You dirty rat. You killed my brother. This week we decided to go off the reservation. That's right, we watched Cats. Why, you ask? Well, all the critics and audience destroyed this movie. Even the actors from the film are now destroying the movie. Everyone said it was terabad. And what do you know? They were right. Now before we get too much further, I need to issue this warning. Please, do not try to watch this at home. Watching Cats can be a dangerous stunt and can cause serious bodily harm, with long-lasting injuries. Leave it to the professionals. Don't be dumb and damage your eyes or mind. Well, with that out of the way, let's jump on into this week's review. We gave Cats an unbearable 1 out of 5 Humberflubes. As always, our review will be spoiler-free, but honestly, there's nothing to spoil here. Now, we will say that Cats was successful in one area. It was truly scary, and was great as a horror musical film. Within 5 minutes of the film, you will truly be terrified. And if you keep watching past that, odds are you will be traumatized. This film follows the Broadway musical rather closely, being based on a 1939 poem by T.S. Eliot, and drawing its music directly from the 1989 Broadway musical by Andrew Lloyd Webber. And after seeing this film and hearing the songs, I gotta wonder, why is anyone a fan of this? None of the songs are catchy, even in the slightest. They seem very poorly written, and the tunes from all the songs seem very wishy-washy all over the place with no consistency. Not to mention, you can't make out any of the lyrics or even the dialogue. With subtitles on, we suffered through this horrendous excuse of a musical. About 5 minutes into the film, it was very clear that this was a horror film. The images seen were very graphic and have scarred our very brains for life. There are some things you just can't unsee, and well, that is basically this entire movie. Also, very shortly into the film, we were trying to decipher what it was about. We have never seen the play, and you'd think the film would be tailored to gather new fans. Boy oh boy, let me tell you how inaccurate that is. As the credits rolled, we were still trying to decipher what we just watched. What abomination was this? How did we let this be created? America, you let this happen. There was simply not enough substance in this story to support a feature film. If you do manage to wrap your brain around this film, as it makes your head experience fogginess and make your brain feel like it's asleep, you find that it is rather quite predictable, offering no suspense, no surprise, and no mystery. The movie offers a ton of characters, but after watching the film, we still know nothing about them. One is and he does and one of the other cats is named and she likes the cats wanted to win some kind of something to go some kind of somewhere? Maybe? Bob? Is that what happened? There's no depth to any character, no depth to any story, hardly any dialogue even. The only dialogue we get that is not singing is cat puns. Jokes so bad, I'm pretty sure we all have stage 4 cancer now. Several movies have been adapted into musicals. Not all of them work, but the ones that seem to have some dialogue and added story in between the musical numbers. But instead of depth, we just get songs back to back to back to back. If you want substance, don't consume this flick. It'll leave you more hungry than a Chinese buffet. When it comes to the cast, there are truly some downfalls. You would think with this movie being a musical, they would hire some truly amazing professional singers, but instead, they got a bunch of terrible amateur singers and one terrible professional singer, not naming any names. In fact, the only person who seems to sing beautifully in this film is Jennifer Hudson. As for Idris Elba, Ian McKellen, and Ray Winstone, we are not mad. We're just really disappointed that you were in this movie. Now go to your rooms and think about what you did. We thought you were better than this. Perhaps this film would have been better if they had used real cats instead of humans crawling around on all fours like they were at a 5-year-old's playdate. I think the Yas cat. Yas! The Oh Long John cat. Oh Long John. And Cadam Driver would fit in nicely. Sprinkle in some Simba, Garfield, and Tom, maybe some Cat in the Hat, and you would have a perfect flick. I'm so excited! If they really wanted to jump the shark, they could have used Aladiles and Crocodigators to just play all the characters. When it comes to the sound and the music, we take several issues. You cannot understand a word uttered without subtitles, making it very hard to follow the plot. I can't imagine how people seeing this in theaters understood a word being said. More so, after every musical number, you can hear a ton of heavy breathing. I mean a ton. All throughout the film. This truly cements itself as a titan in the horror industry. Was the breathing left in on purpose? Was it missed in sound editing? No one wants to hear creepy breathing. Either way, someone needs to be fired. It's freaking weird.
Moving on.
If we thought the sound was badly done, well, the visuals are even worse. We are not kidding when we call this flick an abomination. The scale of the cats is way off from the scale of the backdrop. Compared to beds, train tracks, and some trash cans, the cats are mice-sized. Compared to other trash cans and stages, the cats are the size of people, or of Great Danes. Has anyone making this film ever seen a real cat? That was me waiting for the ton of question marks to get out. Even more so, the backdrop also looks super animated and super fake. The costumes are truly disturbing here. You can see the CGI in the costumes glitch so many times throughout the film. The ears constantly and randomly flick around along with the tails waving all over the place. We did not need to see people-cat hybrids. We can never unsee this, and it will truly haunt our dreams. Get out of here, you weird cat people! No, man, that's not what I said. Look, dude, this is 2 weeks now that you've trolled us. Back off. That's it.
Round 1. Fight! Finish him!
Scorpion wins.
Fatality. Flawless victory.
Well, guys, we've only been doing this for a little over a year now, and that's the second time I've died. So, I think it's time to wrap up this review. Overall, we think this film was hot garbage, and we highly do not recommend it. Please, your time is so much better spent doing something else. Watch something else. Anything else. Have a fantastic week, and remember, it's always a beautiful day in the cinema hood.